Hey, welcome back, folks. Jay Barrino here. It's Legends of Arkain, the true story, created by Shardundred, and we are on Chapter 5 of Act 6, Forged by Iron and Blood. This is a new chapter specifically for the true story. We're assassinating Pyru and Tauren rebel nobles. And, I got a little confused last video. Make sure you watch the very end of the last video, and things maybe will be a little clearer, on why I made the decisions that I did. But basically, we worked off some bad assumptions, and then we ended up, not making any progress. But what I've done since is I've killed all the pre-placed units around the map so that we can maneuver a little bit better. What I'm going to do is fill out these groups like this. And then how about ranged units as well? And then I guess some crossbowmen. One crossbowman, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is leave this defender here, so that I can reinforce out of this Jadira camp. That's my goal, and then we're going to move towards Teal. So if you watch the last video, you kind of get a sense of what's going on with this mission. We have to get to the nobles. The enemy can reinforce really, really fast. If we kill the noble, all the buildings in that camp will come under our control.
On your mark.
But all the units that are in it, we still have to kill. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, again, if we leave this defender here, we can buy units from the Jadira camp to reinforce quickly. That's something that I lacked previously. So it is it's the cost of, it's the unfortunate cost of having to, oh, here's Teal. This is good, actually. We can kill this attacking group and then continue. No, don't attack those. Maybe we do want to destroy those. Kind of hard for me to tell, which of my units are getting wasted and which ones aren't. We did lose a priest. That's okay. We can get more. Priests are going to be really, I think just in general, really good here. Chaplains, whatever. Because of the Dispel. Oh, but yeah, so just the cost of getting into the bases is just... You've gotta basically let your whole army die. But the key that I was missing last time is having explored these Jadira camps so that I am then able to reinforce quickly. That's what I was missing last time. Okay, you guys stay in the front. Priests and range stay in the back. Heroes kind of in the front as well. As long as my
On your mark.
melee units are the ones in the front.
What ails you?
And we just took out 2 attack waves, so we should be good. Red might come and attack us, and one thing I guess I could do, like, Skelly Boy, why don't we, leave you up here? You might distract Red's attacks and force them to reset so that they don't come up and flank us. Let's move on in and move on in. Okay, here's the big old group of Hydromancers, which is what does a shit ton of damage. It's just an absolute boatload. But once we get them to blow their load like that, we're all okay. I can't use Inner Fire because when I dispel the slow, I just end up... we gotta let Cora up there so that she can dispel. But when we dispel the slow, we end up then dispelling the Inner Fire as well, which is no good. This guy's taking the heat, so let's get a little healing on him. There's some water elementals in the upper left as well, but I'll worry about those later. I took level 3 on Shadow Cloak just because 230 damage that we can more quickly kill the enemy hero seems better. Lorene is stuck in the back. Getting through this little area is going to be tough. And then you can see as we get more free supply, we just go ahead and add these to our groups. Move in. Just move straight in. Everybody's slow. And then priests, you do not need to be in the front like that, so stay back. I think that was an Iron Forge that was just standing in the front like that and got wasted. Oh, almost saved that guy too. Now again, as we lose supply, we just go ahead and add it back to this, add it back like this. That's the key. So we're gonna kill this group, and then I'm gonna try and just avoid destroying the buildings and move up towards towards the enemy hero. Again, how effective we will be in doing that is up for debate. Good work, good work. Chaplain's back up. And again, I can't really use Inner Fire because as we dispel the slow, we'll end up dispelling the Inner Fire. I would rather dispel the slow than be Inner Fired, I think. Okay, everybody move up here. We're just going to avoid killing these structures where possible. Okay, here we go. Let's try and move across this area, just like this. We're still all slowed. That's rough. And these things that are coming up behind us, that's fine. What I'm going to do is actually just right-click everybody over here. I think that's the right answer, actually. And we can dispel the slow as we go. Maybe. Don't draw the enemy hero into me yet, though. We're not ready for that. And then we can kill the units that are following behind us before we engage the enemy hero. So let's quick save here, because this is going okay. Okay, this is, again, the amount of stuff that's coming from behind us is irritating, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's try and take care of this, then we'll draw these folks into us. We've lost some units, but we can, again, just keep reinforcing.
Ready for action. Say the word.
Okay. Oh, Cora. Oh, she's okay. Use that health stone, I guess. Okay, and then where's Lorene? Let's cloak you. Hit the hero. See, that's a nice big chunk of damage. Then Mirage. Then use this. That's a lot of water elementals. Can we dispel these? He's a god. He's a genius. Where's the enemy hero? Oh, she's right there. Stunner. Yo, huge. We actually got one. Here comes purple from behind. So we just have to survive this somehow. And that means we're no longer going to be getting slowed. Yo, that guy's saved. So Lady Elrin is dead. We actually succeeded in surviving one of these attacks. And yo, there's a Jadira camp in this base now, which is way safer than the stuff we had earlier. Rune of Restoration, delightful. Robe of the Magi, that's for Cora. Wow, okay, so we did do it. We did do it. Let's go ahead and grab more Iron Fist, Iron Forged, and then get the heck out of here. I think now we could go for red, and this guy can be the one that we reinforce from, I suppose. Okay. So let's start moving. So purple and red will continue to attack us. Purple, the down here, actually, I realized when I was attacking red in my first video, I could have left a unit down here to buy from this mercenary camp, but purple's attacks would actually register it as that is the closest enemy, and that's where they would attack me from. So obviously that's no good.
I stand ready.
That wouldn't work for us. Oh, I just overwrote my melee hotkey. Crap.
Point the way.
Say the word.
I'm trying to control click these. There we go. There's those, and then the knights.
Command me.
There's another executor. Okay, so that's my melee group. Guess we can get another defender to fill that group up, and we're maxed out. So now we go for red, which we know is way more difficult. I will quick save because we've had a good start here. Red is attacking me at this moment, which actually works out really, really well. See, they're going to be going for these units up here instead.
Right.
So I guess let's bring everybody up here to try and flank them. Get him, Lorene. Yeah, okay, perfect. They're going to turn around. Knight, I know you're very brave.
Right away.
But a big key that we've had happen here is I have revealed the whole map. So, and there's no pre-placed units standing in these areas anymore, so that's going to allow me to just maneuver around really, really quickly. Very important.
Waiting on you.
Okay, come on over here. And we're maxed. That guy can stay there, and then we've got to just try and push our way. Same thing, straight to the enemy hero. And if we use Cora's Lightning Bolt and then Lorene's Shadow Cloak that does that big Mondo damage, we just got to try and kill him as fast as possible. It's not easy.
What do you need? Yes, my friend.
But it should work.
Is someone in? Say the word.
Get the melee guys in the front.
What ails you?
Now we can go ahead and throw down some inner fires with the amount of priests that we have. Okay, then turn that back on. Turn heal back on, rather. So let's kill this group, and we're just gonna, again, we have to basically right-click our way and just ignore the damage. And as stuff dies, we replace it, and we kind of leave it at the front here. I think is the answer. Let's also destroy these barricades. Good work. Okay, let's move in. Just, it's one guy, just ignore him. Okay, I think this is the key. We want to move our army in one big chunk. Okay, here we go. So this is where we have to engage. Priests, you gotta stay kind of back like this. We gotta get rid of this big old chunk of units. Because this is a lot. Lorene is getting absolutely roasted. Get her out. Heal yourself. Now, the enemy spam in this base is one of the scariest. There's not really a good way to do this, in my opinion. We have to find the right time to flood. Because they can rebuild this army near instantly. Give me a bird. Everybody move up. Stay together. Reapply inner fire, please. This might be a good time to flood, if only to thin this out. Let's do it. Okay, and all of you got to get up to the front and actually help with this. We've lost some units, but not many. It's mostly our frontliners, so let's get these back in. Now, money will continue to be a problem as well. Okay, move up. Stop flooding. Move in. Move in. Everybody move in. This is our chance. Now, look at all these barracks. This is where all those reinforcements are coming from en masse. Scary stuff. Quick save. We're just going to dive in here. Because it's the only way. And we're getting hit from behind, but again, this is kind of the only way. We got to just try and kill the main guy. Is Lorene in here? Yep, okay. Do your cloak. That was the wrong one. Mirror image now as well. Okay, he's right there. Cloak. Hit him. Heal. I think we've killed a lot of his stuff back there. Lorene. Cloak. Hit him. This is just absurd. We're like completely path blocked here. And Lorene goes down, but she has an Ankh. I don't have flood available. Basically, I don't know how we're going to survive this. I don't know how we're going to survive. Like, we killed him, but, like, all those units now. And Lorene is dead, too. Oh, Cloak. Just get these heroes out. Oh, and they all despawned.
On your mark.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have to probably reload there, but it all worked out. Rune of Restoration.
Point the way.
Claws of Attack on Lorene is fine. Pennant of Energy on her is good, too.
Waiting on you.
So the other thing I'm going to do next is I'm going to come back up here, because I did find some water elementals up there. We're going to kill them next. Okay, so we got to restructure our whole army here, because pretty much everybody died.
Yes, my liege.
But we did it, and that's all that matters.
I come to cleanse my
priests.
required.
I stand ready.
Yeah, we'll get some crossbowmen as well. And we're very short on money now. So we're going to have to kill... I mean, I've killed a lot of pre-placed stuff. There's really nothing left to kill that's pre-placed. So unfortunately,
On your mark.
we're just sort of short on money now. I got really lucky with that Duke Warris guy. I don't know a better way to have done that, though. So, you know, we got it, and that's all that matters. Heal yourself.
That's curious. I'll take care of it.
She used her Ankh, so we do have to get through purple still. And then there's some other bonus objective. I don't know what that is, but we're going to have to deal with that.
What do you need? Yes, my friend.
So hopefully we get some okay money from this, and then we need purple to come and attack us so that we can farm some money from them. Now, which mercenary camp would be the best one to reinforce into purple? I'm thinking it's the original one here.
Point the way.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't afford to lose units here, so let's quick save in case we lose something. I do think the Mass Dispel up here worked. I don't know the right way to do this. I think it's just get sort of lucky, which is what I did. Sobi Mask is fantastic.
On your mark.
Korra would benefit the most from that, but she's never really short on mana, so I guess we want to throw that on Lorene so that she could use her abilities faster. I mean, all of her stuff's on a decent cooldown as well, so I don't know if that's really the best choice. We got a little bit of money, but not much. Let's get another Iron Forged. The only thing left to do, I think, is to move our way back towards the beginning, because this is the only entrance into purple as far as I know. So let's do that. And then you are going to move down to the original mercenary camp. Now, my biggest issue right now is the lack of money. So I'm not sure... Again, you see buildings around the map, but I killed all the pre-placed units. So I'm not sure what the best option is to, like, farm money.
Waiting on.
Oh, gosh. Hawk? I don't think... Did I even... I don't think I pressed Shadow Cloak. Why did that happen? That was weird. Stun one of them. I think what we needed was to use Flood in this base, but I used it to get in there in the first place. I got a little impatient, which was a big mistake. So see, we do get some decent cash from those attacks, but not enough to realistically rebuild a whole army. So that's no good. Where's, yeah, Mr. Defender. He's making his way. There's no other way for me to get money at this point, as far as I know. We can't build out of any of this stuff. So I am just not super sure at this point. All I can think to do is start attacking purple and then reinforce from the kills that we get there. Maybe what we can do is kill some of the purple units that are sort of sitting like this, and then as they reinforce them, we just sort of farm them. I'm not a huge fan of that, but that might be what we have to do. I first and foremost need more priests. Okay, Hawk, that's fine. That's fine.
On your mark.
We might as well, otherwise I'm just going to be sitting here. I don't like the idea of sitting and doing basically nothing, so let's do it this way instead. And she's got level 3 Blizzard. I don't know if getting that ability on Lorene was the right choice. I think it was.
That's good. I'll take care of it.
I think it was, because we can do this and then pick one and just absolutely blast him for like a decent chunk. So I think this is purple's like, this is like their defense force. So what we can do is basically force them to rebuild this and we can farm it up. So we come back here and we build priests. I think the mass amount of priests we had for the upper right was the right choice. We can also do more,
Yes, my liege.
we can continue to do more
Away.
inner fire because we don't have to worry about dispelling a debuff. That is a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think.
Please flood. You all need to get up here, please. This was a good flood. Like, doubtlessly. Take that guy out. There we go. Back him up. That's a good chunk of cash. We can get 3 more priests if we get up to 600. I did lose an executor there, which is not good. But we want to get enough priests that we can just, like, heal everybody, because we do have that upgrade advantage.
I come.
We can only get 2 more priests, but that's fine. Yeah, keep sending them in. Keep sending them in, dude. This is what we need. And the fact that the other 2 bases are pacified means we don't have to worry about getting flanked anymore, which is a huge bonus.
On your mark.
We do have 2 open slots.
Your move.
Yes, my friend.
Okay, priests, keep making your way up.
Is my aid
Sir?
required?
Move up, please. Okay, now what? Probably just more executors. I like the executors also because they don't have a large
I
hitbox.
stand ready.
And by more executors, I mean I'm going to get more iron forged. Whoops.
Right.
Not whoops.
Of course.
That's what I did.
Need.
And then crossbowmen.
Say the word.
Also, okay, these are the same cost. These are the same cost. Knights are 5 gold cheaper than executors. Why? I don't know. It's not important, I suppose.
Yes, my liege. Right.
We definitely need more frontliners if we want to be able to push fully into this base. I am curious, did they replace any of the pre-placed units here? It doesn't look like it.
Say the word.
Very nice. They're just going to keep rebuilding these renegade nobles. But this pre-placed stuff we can chip away at.
Curious. I'll check it out.
It's possible they just don't have nearly as many production structures.
You need.
That's what I'm not so sure about. Okay, renegade. Who got left behind down here? Oh my gosh. Stop that. Okay, get up here and help, please.
I'll take it.
Okay, and again, as long as we have enough priests, and then we just go ahead and heal the one, we use healing on the one that is getting focused down the most. I think I lost, oh yeah, one of my priests was just standing in the front there. That's no good. Good job, Hawk. It looks like he's in the bottom right. Keep it up. You back up. You guys, you all stay together, please. We want to try to fight them on one consolidated front if possible. Let's get 2 more executors when we have the money to get 2 more, which is now.
Ready for action. Orders.
Okay, move on up. Okay, we found where they reinforce from. I don't feel like I have enough... Crap. I don't have enough gold to build and then maintain an army. Like, I have to sit here and just continue to fight these reinforcing units in order to farm money, in order to get up to that close to 100 supply, which is not ideal.
Our forces are under attack.
But I guess this is where we can do it. They're just going to keep building these things. So like here and here and here. Let's try and actually get like a line of units ready to go. I feel like executors are the right choice because the thing with the Iron Fist, the Iron Forged, is that they will sit behind all of our units, and what happens is, as enemies get recreated, they sit behind...
I am your servant.
As enemies get recreated, they end up sitting... they will flank you, and then they'll kill your ranged units that are a lot squishier. I hate the idea of having to just sit here. But especially after Red's base, I don't feel particularly confident to really move in and do anything.
On my way. Yes, my liege.
So I think I might want to sit off camera here for a while and farm some money. I don't want to, but I think it's probably what I have. I don't think it'll take that long, but I can spare you the footage here because again, I don't know what the second part of this mission's going to be. We're getting close to it, but we just need to be prepared for it. So give me a moment. Okay. I don't know if I have quite enough, but like I have a high upkeep army. I can't replace it. So I will quick save because this might not be, you know, I got a little impatient. This might not be the best time to be going, but this is what we're doing. So let's give it a shot. We want to go down.
Yes, my friend.
On your mark.
Say the word. Aye, my lord. On my way.
We want to go down. The Gardener. Well, I just quick save it. I would say, let's kill this guy and see. Feels a little bad maybe doing this, but I guess it is what it is. Tome of Agility, you'll love to see it. Gardener's Tools. Seems to be old bloodstains on the tools. One can only imagine what their past owner used them for in his garden before they were forcibly taken from him. Yo, Rusty Mining Pick plus extra. That's pretty good, actually.
I stand ready.
Let's do it like this.
Waiting on you.
Now, this is where it's going to be difficult, I think, getting units up back to the front because they're going to be reinforcing those because I haven't destroyed any of the structures. This base feels a lot easier than the other ones, and in retrospect, maybe I should have gone this way first.
On my way. Say the word.
Okay, let's come on down here and then use a hero, perhaps, to
On your mark.
lure them out towards us. How about that? So, Cloak,
All too easy.
hit him.
I'll give it a shot. Die soon.
This way, please. No, oh, uh-oh. Okay, Eagle. Not really a I don't think a flood is really necessary here. We do have them kind of stuck in here. Those are that's fake Lorene. Why don't you heal yourself though, just in case? The hero is actually in here, right? Yeah, he is. Okay, Cora back up. Okay, resurrect. So let's go ahead and flood now. These ladies back here doing their best. Cora got stunned, so that guy must have a stun. Heal Cora. Looking like we're going to have to redo this one. Well, actually, no. We know that if we kill him, then his units will eventually despawn, right? We just have to keep our heroes out. So let's consolidate around here, and eventually this stuff will all just disappear out of nowhere. My lady, Whitefield's forces are approaching. His army is impressive. We're greatly outnumbered.
Yes, my right.
Okay, buddy, get added to the fold. We're bringing you in. 10,000 gold. He will use the remaining fortifications. We will use the remaining fortifications of the dead nobles against him. He'll know to try to retake the lost keeps anyway. That should buy us time to wear his forces down. We didn't really read any of the taunting. We got a ton of money though. So you know what? You stay here so that we can get from 2 mercenary camps at the same time, right?
Ready for action.
I stand ready.
Executor and Ironforged. Get added.
Yes, my liege.
Waiting on you.
How much time do we have? A few minutes at most. That bottom right base really wasn't that bad at all. I kind of wish that I would have,
What do you need? On my way.
I kind of wish that I would have just gone there first. That one seemed fine. They're still talking. I've taken the liberty to help your soldiers access the private treasuries of the nobles. We have shared them accordingly, naturally. Of course, you must spend your share to let us call for more reinforcements if so desired. All right, so we are pretty much maxed out. Let's get some more. Let's get one more priest, I guess, to fill this up.
On my way.
The first wave of Whitefield's grand army will arrive in 1 minute. Where did he get all these guys?
Cleanse this land.
This seems like a good choke point here.
What do you need?
But also, we have no way out. Same with this. If we hold up in Red's base, there's multiple ways to leave. We could also hold that bridge probably pretty easily. What I don't like, again, is that there's no indication of which direction they're going to come from. So I guess let's head up to the middle of the map and just sort of hang out there.
Yes, my liege.
We'll use some inner fires, and we'll go from there. One thing I should point out, too, is that I think the idea here is that Cora has basically inherited or stolen the Order of the Water from the corrupt leader that we had killed here. So now the Order of the Water is now in our Iron Fist fold. It's approaching in waves. Find a good location to defend. I mean, if there's multiple waves, we don't necessarily need to sit in one place for the whole thing. We can hit them in multiple spots. This location doesn't seem, well, it's not great, but it just depends on what direction he's coming from. So quick save now. I think we kept basically every fortification alive. Like every single one.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay, I see. So let's head up here. You know what? I mean, let's just load our save and walk up there. It's possible I think Red was meant to be killed last. So that's probably why it's probably assumed that our army would be up there. But I just saved, so let's just start moving up here.
Yes, on my way. Our allies' town.
Because we do need to try to keep as much alive as possible. So here he is. Bowmen. Soldiers. Pretty standard stuff here.
Cry.
Oh, we got actual towers here too.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Don't get surrounded. The last thing we want is to lose our hero to this. I mean, yeah, sure, mirror image, why not? This one guy's really taking the heat, isn't he? Oh, I see. Okay, so they're going to hit every base. This is a pretty small wave. This is fine. Wait, so what are they doing here? Are they attacking in that direction? I don't even know anymore. So I understand the whole point here. Let's have you run up here and we can grab some additional priests. Okay, move up, and we want to keep as much of this alive so that we have some freedom to defend future waves as well. Keep going, buddy. Now, force supply. Yeah, let's just do this.
What do you need?
This base seems the most defensible and easy to retreat our heroes in case they die, so that's why I chose this direction. Upper right is basically dead. I mean, both of these bases are basically dead. Let's head up here now. I could split my armies up as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think maybe we could just sit here. Oh, I see. Okay, everybody come back. We're just going to defend this base.
On my way.
I think if this isn't the last wave, I want to save Flood for that, because I don't know how long we're going to have to realistically hold out for. But as you can see, like, we're perfectly fine here, so... do I have a defender alive? You're gonna be the new guy who buys new units for us. We need the ability to be able to do that. So honestly, again, these areas are dead. It would have been nice to be able to maybe split up a little bit and keep them alive, but that's just not how the cards played for us.
Say the word. Right.
Is someone
Could have also held out by one of the healing fountains. So there's nothing in here that says that we have to keep any of the fortifications alive. You know, narratively, it feels good to be able to do that, but we absolutely don't have to. So these guys, this army's going to come over here, and then these are going to come probably from there. I'm unsure if maybe I should be moving. I could, like, use my heroes to kind of start picking them off. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't think we could have split up 3 different armies here. I think these guys are going to take a really long time to kill all of this, so that would be my opportunity maybe to hold up, or to clear this out and hold up. Just because the fortifications are going down doesn't mean, again, we still technically now are going to inherit the strongholds themselves, is the one way we could look at it. We could Mirage and this little bridge while they move towards us, and then Flood, or just Blizzard. This might be a mistake. My heroes might get caught out.
Our allies' town is under siege. Our
That's
forces
curious.
are under attack.
Sounds good.
Okay, so they're going to be coming through here.
Done. Say no more. Done.
You know what?
Too easy.
Why am I doing this? Just let them come to us.
Our allies' town is under siege. Say the word.
Get back there.
You need. Our allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.
And we can also say that we're going to inherit all the pink and the green stuff because we've killed all their defenders. That's one way to look at it. Yep, I think we use this base to our advantage. The AI is going to get confused on all of these buildings as well, because that's how the AI do. I don't know how long this section of the map is going to last. I imagine there's going to be one giant wave that's going to come in right at the end.
On my way. Right.
Okay, down here next.
Yes, my friend.
What do you need? On my way.
Oh, never mind. That's one guy.
Our allies' town is under siege.
They may have split up.
Cry. Done.
Yep, okay. Down here, please. This might not have been the best place to hole up because we're going to be getting hit by... I mean, they're streaming it. They're kind of conga lining in, so this might be okay. But it's not good to have to focus my forces in 2 different directions. I guess we're maximizing all of our units in some ways.
Forces are under attack. Orders. What ails you? Say the word.
And the reason I say that is because sometimes the units in the back don't have an opportunity to shoot. So we're giving them the opportunity to all participate here.
Town is under siege.
Okay, let's inner fire. I think it's time for that. I think the Iron Forged have a long enough range that this is no problem. Okay, don't get flanked by knights here. We got squishy stuff in the back. That's no good. I'm not sure if this is the best or worst place to hold out. Seems like it's probably the worst. Quick save, by the way, because we could lose our heroes at the last moment here. I also think that there's really no reason, honestly, that there isn't an altar on this mission. I don't think it needs to be instant loss for heroes dying. The Ankh was nice. Did the last hero drop anything down here, by the way?
Town is under siege.
I wish I would have looked. We got those gardener's tools. We got the Sobi mask. But now I don't know. As long as we keep rotating our units correctly with where they're supposed to be, we're okay. Back up, back up. We can just fall back to this entrance. I'd have to take... I'll check off camera after this. I know I can always go back and get it, so that's fine. Keep doing that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fall all the way back.
Say the word.
Is my aid required? I am your servant.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Rebuild our executors.
Say the word. On my way. Of course.
And again, we can chip away at this stuff. It is getting larger and larger, obviously.
Town is under siege.
We can, you know what? We can spawn the bird to go and look.
Point the way.
What do you need?
Okay, let him in.
Point the way.
Bird me. And then bird, if you last long enough, let's get you down here just to check. We killed him kind of right in this area, right?
Our forces are under attack. Say the word.
Okay, priests, you got to be in the back first and foremost, okay? You don't belong in the front.
Right. Our allies' town is under siege.
I could move out and sort of chip away at them while they're doing this. This is weird. Again, this is another thing where it's like, if you don't really understand what you need to be doing, you could get effed, like, real fast. How's your timed life? I think it'll make it to at least look. Like, am I doing this correctly? I have no idea. Come on, Hawk, don't despawn.
Our allies' town is under siege.
He dropped a Helm of Valor. Okay, let me tell you something. I'll get that off camera. I suppose this is where Corbaz spent his evenings. There was something semi-hidden that we found.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Up here, maybe? Holding out there would have been good. Okay, it's time to flood. I'm suspecting I'm gonna have to do this all again at this rate. Pretty sure.
Someone injured us.
Oh, well, Lorene was stuck in there too. I think this little choke point is the answer. I think maybe we're in a really bad place. Again, I will get that Helm of Valor. Don't worry. I'll get it off camera or something. You know what we also could do is just leave and go down there and hold out in that castle. And let them, you know, use this as just an opportunity to delay.
Our allied town is under siege.
In fact, I kind of like that.
Point the way.
Yes, my course. Our forces are under attack.
Then we can pick up the item that we accidentally left.
Yes, my liege. Attack!
Is my aim required? As you wish. What ails you?
Okay, that's fine. Don't stop for them.
Allied town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. You need.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, the top area can delay for us, at least.
I can help.
I'm gonna flood here, I think. I think this was the army that hit the bottom base. This was a mistake. I don't think we were able to really leave our area.
On my way. Our allied town is under siege.
Keep pushing.
Point the way.
I think the bottom left or the upper right would have easily been the best spot to hold up.
Oh,
Our allied town is under siege.
Okay, and then this presumably is the final wave. Whitefield's arrived himself then. He's ordered his men to focus on us rather than retaking lost positions. This will be a bloodbath.
Our allied
Okay, this is where I guess I shouldn't have left these buildings alive.
point the way. Fair enough. Waiting on
someone
you.
injured?
Say no more.
Okay, keep running. You know what, skeletons, that's fine. So we have this whole army up here, but they're delayed.
Our allies
Do we just have to kill Whitefield or the whole... Yeah, defeat the whole army. Okay. Well, let's bring him down here, and we can get him in there, and we can get our Helm of Valor as well, which... Helm of Valor is strength and agility, which would be best on Lorene. So maybe we can give the Sobi mask to Korra.
Our allies town is under
Or we
siege.
can give the claws to Korra. And then next mission, we also know Gardon has those +6 agility boots.
Waiting on you.
Okay, so we're going to hold up in here. So you can leave the claws, and then we'll come down here and pick up
Say no.
that other thing. We might just pull this out yet. I think if I would have just made up my mind in the first place, this would have been okay, but
On your mark.
didn't do that, so... Okay, and then Korra,
What's the plan?
pick that
Our
up.
allies
Point
town is
away.
under siege. Ready for action.
I come to
I
cleanse this
stand
land.
ready.
Ready for action.
Waiting on
Okay,
you.
all's
Fair
good.
enough.
Yes, my friend.
Say the word.
Your move. All too
Pick that up.
Our allies
Well, I didn't want to pick that up. We could have used that later, but that's okay. Okay, everybody
Yes,
get
my liege.
inside.
Aye, my lord. Right. Of course.
Is my
Point the
aid
way.
required?
Okay, and then
You need
somebody's got to
allied town
sit.
is under
Say the
siege.
word.
Someone's going to have to stay behind to sit.
That's curious.
On your mark.
Yes, my friend.
Point the
You
way.
need.
I think this can work.
Your
In
move.
fact, I think this will work just fine. House Flood is off cooldown.
Point the way.
Say the word.
Move on up. In fact, the priest is the
What
lowest
ails you? Of course.
food supply we have. So let's leave you back down here so that you can buy more units for us. And now we wait.
Yes, my liege. Orders.
They said they would be coming for us, but I think maybe we confused them.
Say the word. Right.
It seems like we may have confused them, but this is where we're going to be holding up. I'm concerned about catapults. We got to use the bird, perhaps, to go and catch those. Quick save. Let me just make a cut in the footage until they start showing up, because I don't know what's going on. I probably messed them up by moving from place to place. Okay, here they are. I was curious. I just wanted to make sure that things weren't broken. So I saved and then used the vision sheet. They all were up here. So now these walls are actually plugging them up. So they're going to conga line down to us. So actually, I think our retreat from one base to another was possibly the biggest brain play that we ever could have made.
Of course. On my way.
I truly think so. Yo, inner fire me up, please. Okay.
You need. I'm in order.
We want them to come into the choke point, please. That's why we have it.
Orders.
Is my aim.
So back up. Bird me. Bird, you have one job, and that's to kill these. Let's see if we can get up here to kill these now before this gets out of hand. Now there are 2 of them and 3 of them. Hey, back up, back up, back up.
Orders.
Now, I can reinforce quickly. Let's just not lose our heroes. Let's quick save now. I'm thinking we flood here.
Thank you. Sounds interesting. I'll put it in.
Perfect. Get near the front, please. That's a good flood. This army is still huge, though, and we've got a lot to deal with, so we can always back up.
Yes, my friend.
What do you need?
By the way, that blizzard sound has been going all flippin' mission. There he is. Where's Lorene? She's in there, but she can't hit anything. That's a real dick move, if you ask me. Back up here, back up here. We're going to go ahead and retreat to the next layer.
What ails?
No, not you, though.
Forces are under attack. Ready for action. I await your command. What do you need? I'm
Don't tell me my heroes are surrounded. Nope, they're okay. That guy's slowed.
Say the word. Yes, my lord. What do you need?
What ails?
Orders. On my way.
Yes.
Okay, just build, build whatever we can afford.
Ready for action. Our forces
Ready
are
for
under
action.
attack.
Is someone injured?
You can stay back.
Say the word. Yes, my lord. I'm in order.
And this is where things get super spiced. Let's blizzard here. All I can really think to do is just keep blizzarding.
Ready for action. What do you need? Orders. Say hi. On my way.
Please don't stop blizzarding, though. Okay, this is a little silly. General Whitefield's in there, but he's out of mana. I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he's immune to magic or something. Bad news bears. Cloak. Hit him. Okay, the real one made it out. Okay. There's a good chance we're going to have to do this again. Because we're going to run out of money here, I think. Flood is almost back up. Hit General Whitefield, please. I can't cancel Flood because I need it, but okay, General Whitefield himself is down. Okay, back up. I think we might just barely pull this out, especially after killing Whitefield, who, if I had to guess, probably had like a really big, probably had like a really big aura that he was giving, but now that's gone, so we might have this. We've basically spent all of our money. We've literally spent all of our money. Focus down these back here, please. Interesting. Okay. Wacky end. Another giant army spawns at the end after a long mission, which is... It can feel like a big FU, but okay, we did it. We've captured the 3 strongholds, and we've eliminated their main general strategist guy. It's over, Whitefield. We have the high ground. Your treason ends here. Tepid pause. What made you do this, Whitefield? You were a voice of reason within the kingdoms once, loyal not just to your nation, but to the Empire and all of mankind as well. Your actions do not befit the Whitefield I thought I knew. General Bloodclaw asked me to find out more about your treason. Even he respected you. He wanted to know if you served Retkaif. What? If you served Retka out of free will. Oh, I see what. The mistype. Your soldiers trusted you, Whitefield. They followed you everywhere, and now they followed you to their deaths. Look at me and tell me that your prize was worth this sacrifice. I cannot do as you ask. Then why, Whitefield? Tell us, now. What made you do this? Greed? Jealousy? Hunger for power? Loyalty. What? By the time I had arrived in Pyru after meeting with Dorton, it was too late. I couldn't have stopped Retka from taking the crown. Before I could even attempt to gather loyal forces, I was long surrounded and captured. Retka told me that the Golden Guard was going to abandon the kingdoms, leaving us all to die, and that they'd take the elves with them too, further weakening us. He even had internal documents of the Imperials to prove his words. Retka told me that he would expand Pyru's borders and create massive defenses to fend off the demons, at the expense of Tauren's resources and citizens. And you agreed to help him with that? No, I refused to turn against the other kingdoms in the Empire. He laughed at that, claiming that the Empire wouldn't do anything to stop him. The people of Pyru mean nothing to Retka. He gave me a choice. Bow to him, or he would let the country burn. If I opposed him, those who were loyal to me would do the same, and my country would burn. And now Tauren burns instead. I regret my choice. My family and friends were held hostage by his Cajun marauders. The loyal forces were outnumbered by the rebels. I thought I could limit the damage dealt by Retka and his goons, but I was wrong. Nothing can excuse what I did. My lady, it's only a matter of time until more rebel forces arrive. We've dealt a serious blow to Retka, but we cannot stay here. We should finish off this traitor and leave to reunite with General Bloodclaw. I agree. We should make haste. I betrayed my nation, my people, and my empire. I deserve no mercy. Do what must be done. You cannot take me prisoner. I would slow you down. Finish it. I am ready. Tepid pause. Tepid pause. Stand down. What? Do as she says. What are you doing? I'm giving you a second chance, Whitefield. You chose poorly when you chose Retka over the Empire. You shall have a chance to set things right. And when this rebellion is over, I expect you to stand on the right side. The one that will not abandon this continent. The one that will truly end this war. Are you sure about this? We cannot take him with us. Also, you said it yourself, he was a great man once. Let him atone for his sins, or at least get one chance to do so. If he repeats his mistakes, I wouldn't expect a third chance. That blizzard, that constant blizzard in the background, oh my gosh. Very well then, you heard her, Whitefield. You know that Retka won't just let me leave. He'll want me to rejoin his forces. I'm sure you'll find a way to do what is right, Whitefield. One way or another. Couple things. Cora, we gotta quit this because I can't stand the blizzard in the background. Actually, no, I think it just keeps going as long as the client is open. Cora sparing him seems weird considering what we know she does with Scarlet Retka in the future. But maybe that's supposed to be like an arc, and that's her destination, I guess, how I'm envisioning it. The whole Whitefield thing here seems purposefully and needlessly convoluted. Like, why he's a good man, but he ended up helping the wrong guy for, like, reasons that he explained but still make very little sense. It was just sort of a big word salad of, like, but he took my family hostage, and also, was it the right thing to do? And, like, the Golden Guard, and, like, all this stuff, like, dude just, like, didn't know better. It could really be that simple. And now he's like, oh, but Retka's gonna force me back into his service. Okay. Anyway, I can only imagine a future situation where he's going to defect in a mission and help us, which sounds awesome. I'm excited for that setup. That's always one of the best parts of some missions, when there's like a big map event and you suddenly gain an ally or a hero or something. I love that. I love it. So I'm sure we can look forward to that in the future. Or maybe this guy will betray us again, which would be hilarious. You never know with the Legends of Arkain. Next time is Lord of Shadows. This act is full of notorious missions. Between A Rock and a Hard Place and Lord of Shadows, I think from the second books are considered some of the most difficult ones, or at the very least the most time-consuming ones. The only one that's missing here is a dish best served cold, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's in the next act. Yeah, it's a lot. Rebellion as well. And then the tree mission where you got to sit and wait for lumber to harvest, etc., etc. I did not like this new mission. I like the concepts that were introduced here. I do think that I am an example of someone who misinterprets what the map is trying to subconsciously plant in my mind for how to play it. I don't think it was unreasonable for me to make those assumptions, and it just like almost completely ruined my play session the first time. Like, it just, I was soured on it at that point because I was like, okay, the map told me one thing, and now I'm getting totally different vibes. The key is clearly to explore the whole map first, find all the mercenary compounds so that you can find the one that you can reinforce from quickest, and then attack. Me being able to kill the red boss was luck, and then all the dudes just disappeared to the ether, which is strange. The bottom base arguably was the easiest, and I sort of think I should have just gone for purple first. You live and you learn. And then the whole end section with the army, if you have a bad save and then you have to replay the whole thing, that would feel really bad. I feel like I was kind of on the cusp of that. Just things to keep in mind. Spawning a ginormous army to fight at the end of an already really long map is not good execution in my opinion. This has been a consistent issue I've seen across multiple campaigns, so I can point at this one, but we saw this in Zerg campaign as well, and I said the exact same thing in that instance as well. I don't think it's a good idea to surprise the player with, hey, by the way, now you have to fight a billion things after you've already spent an hour on the map. To be fair, all players should be put in the same position because all players at that point would have that huge bank that Jadira gives you. So from that perspective, if everyone's on an equal playing field and it's not a gotcha in the sense that you might not have enough, because every player would have access to the same amount of stuff at that point. So it's almost like an entirely separate map at that point. So I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a gotcha because all the players do get put on an equal playing field at that point. So it's not as bad as some other ones we saw in Zerg campaign, but just something to keep in mind. I do think that a lot of players would have that happen and be like, you know? But otherwise, kind of a cool concept. It fills in the whole rebellion plot line as well. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.